If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy. Download and subscribe at BeBullish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Sunday morning. With us today is Fernando Mateo, a good friend, a leader in the Hispanic community. He ran the United Bodegas of America. And Fernando, we've known each other a long time. Looks like we have a new mayor in town. And I'd like to know the reaction of the Hispanic community. Traditionally, the Hispanics have been a very religious people. And it seems like there's a new people in town. It seems like not only are they socialist, but they're Muslim. Is this going to be? Is the religion going to come into play at all?
Well, listen, the Hispanic community respects every religion. We respect the Jewish religion, the Muslim religion, the Catholic, and the Christians. I think this is beyond religion. We know that Zoran is a Muslim. We know that his base, his power base was from the Muslim community, which I commend because they came together like no other community came together to get their candidate elected. But what we need to do now is we need to make sure that we have a seat on the table, that we can deliver for the city, for our people. We need access to the Mandami administration. What was done was done. He is the next mayor. We have to respect him. We have to make sure that he succeeds, as the leader of our city. But we need to make sure that there's rationale. We need to make sure that he's going to listen to everyone, not just one specific community. And I think that, things could have been different, but they're not. So we have to work with the new mayor-elect. Whether we like it, whether we don't, he is going to be the next mayor. So what do we do now to stretch our hands and say, hey, let's work together and make New York City the best city in the world?
Well, I believe that, and I just hope, we've never had a religious disputes in our city or in our country, and I just hope it doesn't start now because the only thing against that I didn't like Zoran about was his socialist ideas. It had nothing to do with religion.
Well, listen, socialism is something that none of us like. We are all capitalists. We came to this country to make a living, to create opportunities for others, because believe it or not, socialists have to admit that it is the risk takers, the small business people that employ the vast majority of New Yorkers, okay? So he needs to have respect for capitalism because we are the ones that are keeping those that need work, we're the ones keeping them busy. What I'm hoping is that he brings the city together, brings religion together. The Muslim religion's a beautiful religion, like the Catholics, like the Jews, we all have our beliefs, and that's okay. But listen, he mobilized the Muslim community like no one else. And guess what? We now know that when you mobilize and you energize a community and they come together, you're a winner. He won this election. He won it when he won the primary. And that was it. There's nothing more to be said about that other than what are we going to do to make our city better? And you're a fair guy, John. You give opportunities to many, many people. And I know you're going to give an opportunity to Zoran in order for him to succeed. Now, we have a more important election coming up next year, which is the gubernatorial election. We want to know where are the Republicans in town. Okay, we want to know who is going to mobilize us and energize us the way Mandami mobilized and energized the Muslim and the younger communities here in New York, right?
Yes.
That's what we need to focus on. We have to forget what happened. He won fair and square. He is the next mayor. Now let's help him be the best mayor for the city of New York and for the people of New York.
Well, I hope he picks a good team around him, and I hope he listens to that team.
Well, listen, John, we have a big mic. We have a bully pulpit, which is WABC radio. More people listen to your radio station than any other station in the country. So you know what? That bully pulpit will be there to denounce or applaud what his actions are, what he does. Okay? So let's just figure out how we're going to convey our message through WABC radio on a daily basis. We need to be on air daily, speaking about the issues of New York State, who's going to be our next governor, how we're going to energize, how we're going to win, because we need a balance. We have a Democratic Socialist mayor. We need a good, solid Republican governor. Okay, someone that's going to govern for all the people and someone that's going to be the watchdog over New York City. We have the president. He's certainly going to be a watchdog, right? But we also need someone that's going to watch out for the interests of the capitalists, the interests of the people who take risk, of the bodega owners, of the taxi drivers, of supermarket owners, you name it. We need someone that's going to watch out for the interests of the risk takers, make sure that they don't lose what they've invested in their small business.
Fernando, you're 100% correct. Right now, all we have to do is, that's why we have you on, to monitor the situation. I want to know the pulse in the Hispanic and Latino community. And let's stay in touch and let's see what happens.
John, WABC is going to be our home, and we're going to do whatever we need to make sure this city is the best city in the world, with Mandami or without Mandami, okay?
Thank you, Fernando.
Take care.
If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy.
Download and subscribe
at BeBullish.com.